Hi, I'm Chef Gavin. I'm 11 years old and I live in Westland, Oregon. I'm really excited to do every recipe in Oregon Wine and Food by Danielle and Kelly. I've got 80 recipes to complete in 92 weeks. Let's get started.
Tasty like this, man.
Hi, I'm Chef Gavin, and today I'll be making the beet and bone honey salad because tomorrow I'm going to be on the news, so I have to start preparing.
Tasty,
Let's look at our ingredients. What we're going to need for this recipe is 1 cup hazelnuts, 1 pound beets, top removed, olive oil for coating, salt and black pepper to taste, 1/3 cup honey, 2/3 cup balsamic vinegar, 1 cup extra virgin olive oil, 6 ounces chev, 1/4 cup heavy cream, 1 tablespoon thinly sliced chives, 1 tablespoon finely chopped chevre or tarragon, 1 tablespoon finely chopped Italian parsley, and 6 ounces of arugula. What I love about this recipe is you can do a lot of it like ahead of time. So say your friends are coming over, like say it was Tuesday and your friends are coming over on Wednesday. You could prepare it on Tuesday and then serve it to them on Wednesday. First thing we're going to do is we're going to want to preheat the oven to 350. We're going to want to arrange our 1 cup of hazelnut into an even sheet, and we're going to toast them for 8 to 10 minutes until the skin is papery. So right now we're prepping and washing the beets so that we can get them roasted. So now the nuts have been in for about 9 minutes, so we're going to take them out. And we're going to empty the hazelnuts onto a towel while they're still hot. And then we're going to rub vigorously. And we're going to try to get some of the skin off, but if some of it gets stays on, that's perfectly normal. Oh, that little one. Let's see. Yes, there we go. A lot of the skin came off. So next we're going to want to preheat the oven to 375 Fahrenheit. And in a baking dish, we're going to combine the unpeeled beets. So next we're going to want to lightly coat the beets. I'm going to put just enough to cover them. And we're going to season it with salt and pepper. Now adding water until there's a 1/4 inch of water. Now we're going to cover it with aluminum foil. We're going to add it into the oven. And we're going to bake it for an hour. Here's ready to chop the beets. So I'm going to cut it in half, like that. Okay. This is the part where you can do ahead. So after we're finished cutting them, we're gonna put them into a glass container and refrigerate overnight. We're gonna go to 2/3 cup. We want 1/3 cup of honey. Let's turn up the heat. For this recipe, to boil the honey, we're going to want medium-high heat. Let's wait for the pan to get hot, and then we're going to add in a 1/3 cup of honey and slowly whisk in our balsamic vinegar. Let's add in the honey. Try to get all the honey in there. Okay, it's getting brown. Oh. It's been about 5 minutes, and you can tell that it's a dark amber color because it almost looks like syrup. So now we're going to add in some of the balsamic vinegar at, not all of it at the same time, but like maybe 3 parts. So I'm gonna whisk this in. Okay, let's add some more. Now that the heat's off, we're gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge. Now we're gonna wanna slowly add in our burnt honey balsamic vinegar mixture, and then since it's mostly cooled, now we're gonna put it in the fridge for about an hour or until it's chilled. So far today, we roasted the hazelnuts, roasted the beets, cut the beets, and then we made a burnt honey dressing. And tomorrow on the news, I'll show you guys how to assemble. It's the morning on the day that I go on the news, and I'm gonna finish the dressing so I can bring it there. So to finish the dressing, we're gonna need salt and pepper to taste, and 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil. So I'm just gonna put that in, and then I'm gonna gently whisk it. Okay. This is just gonna be our dressing. Give it 1 final whisk. Okay, let's try it. A little bit more pepper. This is gonna be so good for when we assemble it on the news. It's like sweet and perfect.
Don't imagine that until the day closed.
All right. So what else? What's next now?
Yeah.
Want me to do some nuts here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, can't remember what it's called, the Culinary Institution of America or something
Yeah.
like that.
In New York and Hyde Park.
I think there's one.
There's one in Napa.
Yeah, I think that's one. Hey guys, so early on the news today, I created this dish, but I'm gonna show you guys it in a slower step-by-step version. So first, well, we already have the beets coated in light drizzle, so you want to. I use that for mixing. Oh, you want to lightly coat this like you would a pan with olive oil, because the beets are already sweet and this dressing sweet, so you do not want to add too much, or else it'll be too soggy. So, want to get that spread around until it's like nice and shiny. So step 1 to actually plating it is you want to scoop some of your cheese mixture, and you want to place it on the edge of your plate like this. And then you can do it fast, but I'm gonna do it slowly. You want to curve it around to make almost like a little raindrop. And then you can make it any shape on the edge, but I am doing a raindrop. So after that, so it's slowly sprinkling on the herbs. There's chives, tarragon, and some parsley. So after you have that, the cheese done, you want to set aside your other stuff, and you want to grab your beets, and with the spoon, I'm gonna scoop some. Okay. So you want to make a decent pile in the middle, but do not cover the cheese. You want it a little bit overlapping, but not actually covering the herbs and all that. Okay, so that looks good. So after that, I'm gonna grab our crushed up hazelnuts. I'm just gonna sprinkle on some of that. So the last step to plating is the dressed up arugula, and then you want to place a little bit on top of the beets for decoration, and then you can place the rest on on the opposite side of the cheese. And you want to make a nice little pie with that. So what I love about this recipe is look at those colors, everyone. We got red, green, some more green, and it's just a beautiful salad, and especially around Christmas time, and it's so good. So I did taste test before off camera, and it needed a little crack of salt and some pepper. So now let's do the final taste test. A little bit of Beets. Gotta get some of that all over it. This is pretty good. Make sure to make this for your friends and family. I'm Chef Gavin at Tasty Day.
But he was
Here you go, Mom.
speed ain't nothing without class. He couldn't
Yeah.
play tasty, oh no. Tasty like this man, yeah.